it's like, how would have late 90s, early 2000s rap have survived without the jorts? Like Nelly.
Quite well, actually.
I mean,
because the only person that would have been affected by this is Kid Rock.
yeah, there you go. Just Kid Rock.
Yeah, shout out to Kid Rock.
Yeah.
For the longest, I thought he was the one that just made that song "Let It Rock" with Lil Wayne. I thought that was him. Welcome to Reel to Reel.
No, come on. There's better. Yeah, there's better ones than that.
You have to start there.
No, come on.
We're here.
No,
we're here
you
now.
see, once you see Eric's face like that, you know some bullshit's coming. So it's the opportune place to start.
Okay.
Because something's gonna happen. I just tried doing a pop culture. There's no better way to start an episode.
The trying of
So,
that
like,
is
Now that we're in the actual episode, I've been doing a lot of psychoanalyzing of our like in-house Tanner. There's a lot to go over here. So first off, if Jesse's if Tanner's
call him by his real name. Yeah, don't disrespect him.
Call me by the name engraved onto my soul.
That is the name that Jesus gave me.
It's his confirmation
That is
name.
my confirmation name. Saint Tanner. All right,
Saint Tanner. He's
Hold
a saint
on,
of
hold
vibes,
on.
bro.
In the spirit of Nikhil not being here, I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna see if there's a Saint
there's
Tanner.
no Saint
There's no
Tanner.
Saint
Tanner
Tanner.
is too like 20th century of a name.
Okay, there's not like they're not named Tanner, but there's Simon the Tanner.
That sounds like he does things to people.
Okay, so he is a Tanner.
He is.
Like he's in
Right.
the literal
Yeah.
sense.
Yes.
He is a Tanner.
Yes,
What is the role of a tanner? What does a
they
tanner
make
do?
leather. They tan
They
like
tan
animal
the
Yeah,
hides.
they tan leather. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I completely forgot that your dog was out here, and like I just looked down, and it's just this blob of like this Lenny of a dog.
Dude, he is a Lenny of a dog. That is so accurate. Oh my god.
He is okay. Anyways, we have a bunch of guests here
Alright.
because Nikhil went out of town
For the holiday.
yeah.
Totally dating this.
No idea when he's gonna be back.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a couple more guests on the show. We have Ray.
Hello.
One of our
we
big
have
fans of the show, accompanied by his brother.
Hello. It is
Ralph.
yeah.
You didn't let me get to the name. You just said hello.
Yeah, wow.
God damn it.
This is the
hey,
melanin
hey,
episode.
the guy who's missing also has an almost equal amount of melanin. Like,
Okay,
That's not
hold
an
on.
excuse.
I'm fighting that one. Okay, we've seen his skin on light in video.
Mm-hmm.
It's green.
It's green. He is like
is
a
that not melanin?
That's different.
No, that's
that Green
chlorophyll,
Goblin
Jesse.
shit.
Chlorophyll?
He's spending too much
Jesus
time in the
Christ.
sun. Way too much time. Got that green tint.
Okay.
Speaking of green, there's also the most hardworking member of the podcast who's never on camera, Val.
Hello.
So we decided to watch into the Spider-Man versus Blue Jamie Foxx.
That is the name of it. Yeah.
Officially.
Yeah.
On release.
Simply the worst movie that I've seen like actually worse than Animal House. Like objectively
Wow.
worse than Animal House.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's fair though.
So no, this is my fault.
Yeah. Yeah.
You did this to us.
I did this to me. I hurt me, and in the process, I hurt all of you guys.
Well, not Ralph as much because he didn't like rewatch it, but he had already been through the pain. So.
I watched this specifically for this, and
Yeah,
just
I'm
want to say,
sorry,
fuck you.
Yeah.
I
It
can't-
probably would have been better if we watched Into the Spider-Verse.
Probably.
Yeah,
The soundtrack
real.
would have been better.
Oh,
Yeah.
infinitely.
What the fuck was that song that he had when he was doing the full-on like I'm like having a mental breakdown and I'm doing like a cork board with red yarn thing?
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
You know what song?
It's like from. It's like a so.
It's from. What's up?
Phil Phillips. He was like an American Idol person.
Oh,
It's like
God.
so-
We got a Clay Aiken up in the
bro. It's so like 2014. It's such like
Dude,
a.
it was in that weird era where like everybody wanted to sound like they're from the 80s.
Yeah.
And it sucked.
Oh God.
2014 was a year.
This movie was 2014.
It was.
wasn't
Yeah, it was.
Oh man.
Dude.
No, I hated this movie.
Yeah.
The opening
Was not good.
The opening sequence of this movie alone, I'm just like, the editors didn't want to be here. They were just like, oh God, they gave me 97 terabytes worth of footage, and they just said, I don't know, man, just do something. And they did.
You know,
they
this-
did for 5 fucking minutes.
This movie kind of gave me Cloud 9 syndrome.
Stop.
I just
No, no,
watched
no,
it,
no, no,
and
no,
I
no, no,
can't
no.
even
Listen,
remember
okay.
what I just watched because we're
No.
talking about the first 5 minutes.
Dude,
I was like,
listen, you
what
can't.
the fuck happened in the first 5
Cloud9
minutes?
is bad, okay?
Yeah,
Cloud9
I know.
is really fucking bad.
I know it is. I was there.
Not as bad as this.
I'm not saying it's as bad. I'm just
You
saying it gave me the
can't-
same
you
thing where I can't remember
compare
the movie.
this movie to anything else that we've watched.
You literally did to Animal House.
I'm saying
But you
that
saying
it
it's
is better
worse than
that.
than Animal House.
It's better
No,
than
you said
Animal House?
you said it was worse.
Oh yeah, sorry. It is worse than Animal House.
I was like, bro, wait.
Yeah. Sorry. No, it is worse than Animal House, but like there is nothing that is equivalent to in terms of badness of this movie.
Right.
I remember a lot of it. But Cloud9 is just a forgettable movie. Sorry, Cameron. How you doing? Okay, everybody shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Okay. Decorum. Let's fucking keep this for the podcast, okay? Dove, please come onto this podcast.
Oh, God.
See, sometimes we touch
What
grass.
are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I have to. I sass audibly.
Okay,
I'm so sorry.
anyways,
Go
Dove
ahead.
Cameron, we would love to have you on this podcast. We promise we won't make you watch The Amazing Spider-Man 2 or any other Spider-Man movie, realistically, so
Unless you want to.
Yeah, what if she's a fan?
please don't.
Wait, if she's a fan of this movie, does that change your opinion of Dove Cameron?
Yeah, we're going back to Victoria Justice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Question: why did you leave? Like, what's wrong with
Well,
her?
she wouldn't get in the van.
If you had let me trick out the van with some sweet designs.
I don't think that was
Maybe.
going to help. I think the fact that like a large Indian fella, a large Asian fella, and a dude that looks like a fat Damien Chazelle jumping out at her was not going to bode
Bro,
well
I've
for
got like a
her.
See,
fake
if you-
contract for a movie.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh,
we're
dude.
doing La La Land 2.
if you have
You're
some
going to play Emma Stone's long-lost twin sister.
We're doing the Parent Trap, but this time Emma Stone's the fucking parent.
It's, oh, fuck me, man. This is
No,
insane.
you got to do representation. You're playing John Legend's character, whatever he was. You got to do full representation.
How do you
It's
feel
because
about
great.
being another minority killing jazz?
Yeah.
Specifically of Latin origins.
No,
Like, how do you
is she
feel?
really? She's
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think she's Puerto Rican.
Is she really? Damn.
Yeah.
Really?
I thought she was one of them dark whites. Like I didn't.
Oh, like a spicy white.
Yeah.
No, let's stop this conversation while we're ahead. Anyways,
Aren't
Cameron,
those just
come by.
Sicilians?
That's what I thought. Genuinely, I thought she was, yeah. That's what I thought.
Everybody involved in this episode is doing the thing that I normally do when we don't want to talk about this movie.
It takes this
incredible.
many people to turn the table.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like-
incredible. See, this is the thing. This is what I do to him and Nikhil every
Yeah.
episode, and they have to sit there and take it for 2
Right.
hours.
But we're like actively steering into it
Yes.
because like
Yeah.
this movie's bad, man.
It's
Dude.
really bad.
It's
It was
it's a travesty.
I did watch it like many years ago. I have blocked out like half of the movie.
How did it start?
It
It's-
was the sequence of his dad dying.
yeah. Oh, the
Oh
right.
my
Yeah,
god,
yeah.
yeah.
God.
Secret agent fucking parent.
I forgot
That
about
was
that.
crazy.
It was straight up just Spy Kids. The intro of the movie was just Spy Kids.
Dude, the whole time he's like, I
Jesus
gotta
Christ.
upload my
Dude,
laptop.
strongest internet connection.
Yeah, for real.
Strongest
Right?
fucking internet connection that like definitely existed in 1992. That's not real.
There's
On
no
a
way.
Sony Vaio laptop.
That's
Oh my god.
The
unbelievable.
Sony brand placement in this movie made me
Amazing.
want to go get a Sony Ericsson phone. I don't know if they make those anymore, but I'm like, that shit survived like a whole ass plane crash. Look at what Peter Parker did after he got his shit pushed in by Blue Jamie Foxx. Like Emma Stone left him, but like Sony Ericsson got his back.
As they say in the Spider-Man movies, it's not about how many times you can get knocked down. It's how many times the Sony Vaio can get back up.
With grape Sony comes great.
But okay, so like,
Internet connection.
There it is.
so yeah, secret agent parent, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
He like scans his card and is automatically locked out. I didn't understand why that happened.
Because I think he was being like fired or something. right?
No, it's
He-
kind of like what they did to Emma Stone later in the movie when
Right.
she was looking up Blue Jamie Foxx before he was Blue as an
and
employee.
then she got like locked out.
yeah. So that's what happened to him when he was like killing all the spiders. Like they saw that he was doing the stuff and then they blocked him out. So then he's like, fuck, I gotta run. And then they let him go home, let him say goodbye to his kid, let him get on a plane
with his wife.
with his wife. And then they just made sure that the
Okay, wait, hold
co-pilot.
on.
Why
This
did she have
this
to go with him?
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, wait.
You just didn't love him. Like, you were trying to find every excuse to get the fuck away from your child.
Oh,
Because
God.
if you can take your wife with you, why the fuck can't you take your son?
Dude, when he's recording the video and he's like, Dad, he's like, oh, fuck. Like, he's like,
Yeah,
gotta go.
you saw his face. He's
Shit.
just like, I'm going out for milk, Peter.
Yeah. I'll be back never. Like,
Nothing in my life matters as much as you, so please just fucking leave me be.
get off my dick, son. It's like that energy.
Yeah, it's definitely that energy of like your mom constantly nagging you about changing the oil in your car.
Speaking of, have you done that yet, Jesse?
No.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Stay ignorant.
Yeah. Stay slept.
Yeah, dude.
Just don't take it further than ignorant.
I'm not gonna.
Oh, yeah,
I
don't.
can't
Please
on this
don't. Please.
podcast.
You can't
Not on
do
this
that,
one.
right?
That's for the post
There's
pod.
not
That's
enough.
for the-
Not
That's for the
enough.
post pod.
There's some things. There's some things.
You missed a
melanin
couple
is,
things.
Oh,
there.
yeah, you did.
You missed a couple of things.
You did.
Yeah.
I made a new word.
We can't say it on.
You
the
came
podcast.
up with Tabisco. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I believe in your ability to come up with
That's
dumb
what I was
shit.
gonna say earlier. It's like, how can you say I'm not an enabler when I made Tabisco?
That's true. That is true.
Exactly.
She like
helped fill out-
single-handedly, yeah, she single-handedly helped hash out like the background of
Tapatio
Chamoy.
Tim.
No, Chamoy
Was it?
Charlie.
Oh, right. right,
Boy,
right.
Charlie.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Brand design is very important to this
Yeah.
podcast.
You got to make the labels.
Oh my god, I can. If
I
I
know
get like
you
a
can.
sale, if I
Once
get one
we
of the
get
sale
to
for the
100
deals,
subs, we're not even talking like 100,000. Once we get to 100 subs, we're making Tabisco.
Chamoy Charlie.
No,
like,
we're making Tabisco T-shirts.
that. Yo, that's amazing.
I would
I
love
would
to
buy
do
that,
that.
yeah.
I'm
That'd be
gonna rock.
lit.
I'm gonna rock Tabisco T-shirts to like every meeting ever, and they're gonna be like, "What is that brand?" It's like, "Oh, hot saltines."
such a
Collab that you
great-
didn't know you needed.
Yep.
It sounds
Until
like
it was put right in front of you. Anyway, so after the secret agent parents, it cuts
So
to
no. So like, I just want to talk about the editing of this. Of this
Oh,
for a
okay.
it's
second, right?
jarring a little
They
bit.
didn't care. They did not care. It straight up was just like, okay, so you see him scanning, and then it like blinks red, and then all of a sudden he's on the plane, and you're like, okay, wait, hold on, wait, I saw you leave. I did not see you get into any other vehicles. Maybe I blacked out.
Well, it's because they live in the airport tunnel. They
So this
walk
is the
out
other-
and then they're in a plane.
And then this is the other thing. At what point did his parents drop him off with Aunt May and Uncle Ben?
When he left work.
When he made that like video or whatever the fuck, he like in that.
So what you're telling
May
me is
lives
that
in the terminal
so he got
next
his
door.
shit wrecked, right?
Yeah.
He basically like left work,
Mm-hmm.
went home, grabbed his wife.
And son.
Before that, made a video lying to his son about how much he loves him.
Yeah.
No,
pretty
he
much.
made it for the world and then just said the thing for PR.
No, but
he said the
hid
thing
it.
about his son.
He fucking hid it. How did he have time to put it in the
He-
train station? Hold on. There's so many questions that
Yeah.
are unanswered right now.
yeah.
This movie doesn't answer any of them. So you're just like, bro, I don't know. It's implied
Okay, this
that
is the other thing. I blacked out. I don't remember how Jamie Foxx became electricity.
he fell
He
into
fell
a
into
tank
a tank.
of
He-
electric eels while wires fell into him as well.
Stop.
That's for real, dude.
Stop.
There is
okay,
a
hold
shot.
on.
Wait, hang on. There is a shot of the electricity fixing the gap in his teeth. I am not even kidding. That is real.
I left to make a sandwich when that happened. I came back, and he's just like in the middle of Times Square, fucking like he looks as though he's like a maintenance worker working on the pipes.
Yeah.
And then there's just like people are like, oh no, it's a guy working on pipes. We have to shoot at him now. So yeah.
Dude, he was literally an electrical engineer that like was forced to go fix. Like you could see the sparks coming from overhead.
He
They're
had a
like,
glow
oh
up.
well, you know what? This is the one like white collar job where we operate on union rules, and once the clock hits, we're gone. We don't need to do shit. It doesn't matter if there's just like sparks going over the entire tank of water and electric eels. We're out. So this is on you because you're still there.
Bathtub champion.
Yeah, exactly. So they tell him to do it. Again, electrical engineer, No rubber gloves or anything. He just
Well, I
climbs
mean,
up.
that just goes to show
stands
the
on-
failure of the American education system when an electrical engineer does not understand the dangers of fucking exposed wire.
Yeah.
And
Over
water.
Here's the
open
thing,
baths
too.
of
Yeah.
water.
Open tubs of water.
Yeah. So
Well-
like he stands on the metal railing to reach these two disconnected wires that are sparking.
Why is there no insulation in this lab?
He plugs
Because
them
OSHA
together.
doesn't exist in this universe.
It really
OSHA doesn't exist in this universe.
Dude, OSHA is like 4 people. It's like a whole 4 dudes.
OSHA's 4 people. Every single one of them is fucking named Michael. Okay?
And they're all on the board and they have no field agents.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so like,
So he plugs them in. Then there's a delay where nothing happens.
Oh,
And
God,
then
the
he
beat.
gets electrocuted anyways. He falls. The wires extend for him to be able to pull into the vat of electric eels. So everything's getting shocked, except the electric eels are like, oh, but we already do that, so we're not affected. And it looks like one is trying to like make itself get swallowed by Jamie Foxx.
They all like attack him for some reason.
Yeah.
It's really strange.
and one's looking at him like, hey, yo, Jamie, what that mouth do?
what that mouth do,
hey,
Jamie?
yo, Jamie, what that mouth do goes so fucking hard. You've gone from Tanner to Tyler with that one, buddy. You've moved up in the ranks.
There's just like so many like racial undertones, like with
No,
like
no, no.
this, with
It
Jamie
wasn't even
Foxx's
like
character.
undertones. It straight up was just the most ham-fisted, like, oh, this is oppression. Everybody should feel bad for the villain. It's like he's standing in the middle of Times Square and is just like, oh, it's not my fault. Don't shoot. And then literally every fucking cop just starts shooting at him, and I'm like, you kind of just blew up Times Square, my guy.
You kind of
your
did
fault.
that, yeah.
No. It was his fault because he wore a hoodie.
That was the problem with the situation. It wasn't him flipping a fucking armored vehicle.
Yeah.
He was-
no.
he
Why
was-
do you think the New York cops lit him up like that? Come on.
He was wearing a hoodie
They
while
have a
black.
track record.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, he was blue.
Well, I mean,
Well,
they censored him.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
like in Japan when they're all blackface, but like when they're in
They're
America,
blue,
they're
yeah,
like blue
yeah.
or purple or something. That's what they did.
Oh my God.
They
Do you
made
think that's
Jamie
what-
Foxx Mr. Popo.
Do you think there was an uncut version where he's
No,
blacker?
like, okay, so
Jesus. Sorry, you brought me on. I'm so sorry.
no,
I'm
it's
so
fine.
sorry.
It's fine. I'm not the one getting canceled this episode.
yeah,
I'm used to this.
yeah, right, good.
He's like, I hate that. Like, I can't control the situation, but at least I know that this isn't the episode that cancels me.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's every other one.
Every
But
other
I
one.
feel
I've
safe
said a lot
now.
more problematic things.
Oh yeah,
Don't
no,
worry.
I've heard.
Yeah,
and
I've said a lot of things that I shouldn't have said out loud. Okay,
We-
so we
we're-
completely skipped through the intro of this movie.
Yeah, because like
No, like the actual intro with the editing, right? So they
Oh,
just
right.
they just
Oh, right.
We
didn't-
cut you off.
They didn't want to deal with like having to form like a coherent narrative, so they were just like, fuck it, just cut it to the beat. But then they just didn't give the editor music.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
And then, so it's like, so you see his parents die, but you don't know that they're his parents until like 2.5 hours into the fucking movie. Well, it's like
I think,
2 hours.
I think
You
on one of
know
the
in, like,
2
computers you
hours.
see that his login name is like James Parker or whatever the
I think
fuck his real
you're
name
supposed
is.
to know who that there is his parents because you like see him in the first movie. Have you seen the first one?
No.
That would help,
Okay.
guys.
We only
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
the sequel.
I've seen
Yeah.
the first one
Except
as well.
for Animal
so-
House, because I wasn't going to do that to us.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. But anyways, so like, you see his parents die, and like the dad does, so none of the physics works out. You get like you shoot a fucking window out of a plane, like it's not gonna do a vacuum.
You want to complain about physics in a movie where an electrical engineer falls into a vat
Yeah,
of electric
yeah.
eels?
Because like one side of it is OSHA violations, the other side is just actual fucking physics.
Physics don't exist in this universe, man.
Yeah, it's Marvel. I get it. Anyways,
It's Sony, Marvel.
It's a whole ass like pro-union statement.
Yeah, this is what
The
this
whole
movie is
movie.
why they're
this
necessary.
movie is why
Exactly.
this movie is very, very pro-union, and this is why I'm against unions now.
Pro-union,
Yeah,
pro-Sony.
you know what? End the writer's strike. Go back
Woof.
to work.
And
Go back
now
to
he's
work, you
canceled.
fucking lazy
There
assholes.
we go.
Now
All right?
he's canceled.
There we
Yeah.
go.
yeah, go back to work. All right. They pay you good money.
No,
Okay.
they
they
do
don't.
not.
Hold on, hold
yeah,
on.
they do.
I have a question,
Bunch
Eric.
of whiny millennials.
Do you think? Hold on. Do you think?
all statements said here are supported by one Mr. Nikhil? He backs every
we speak for
Yeah,
all of us
we
speak
speak-
for Nikhil.
All
This is a word for
Asians are
word
a monolith.
re-recording. We ran all of this conversation word for word.
Asians
behind
are a
the heel and he
monolith.
approved.
Every single Asian stands behind what I have to say. Go on.
Yep. So,
Creation.
would an AI tasked with editing and writing this movie have done a better job?
No, you can't fix this.
Interesting.
This movie was so bad that it actually deteriorated the relationship between the two writers that worked on it.
Really?
They straight up said, after this, not again.
I mean, yeah.
Dang.
I mean, it's
Are
very
you
apparent.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The
Jesus
movie,
Christ.
this was horrendous. The dialogue was absolutely... It's like Joss
Don't you
Whedon
know
episode
I'm Electro
after being
is
down.
bars.
Like, it's literally fucking Joss Whedon dialogue.
Oh,
Except, like,
man.
you're on horse tranquilizers and you're like, concussed.
and
It's
it's
like-
yes, man.
It's so
It's
weird.
only Yes Man.
Ew,
But it's
God.
Yes
Oh,
Man
no.
at 0.25 speed.
Because then you
And
like
it's
that
only that
hurts.
scene when he's like being indoctrinated into the Yes cult.
Oh,
Oh man, I've pushed so much out of my brain from that movie.
it's like you
Same.
lose. Everything comes into clear focus when you see Paul Giamatti as a Russian gangster driving the truck in the beginning, like in the sequence after that. You remember? I think it's like they steal like an armored van or whatever.
Of like the plutonium or whatever.
Yeah, of the formula from Oscorp or whatever, and then it's Paul Giamatti with like a really bad tattoo
A
going,
horrendous barbed wire tattoo across
Oh,
the
man.
forehead.
doing a flawless Russian accent.
like, hey
Honestly,
man, what do you
better
do?
than most Russians.
Yeah, he is doing it for them.
And Andrew Garfield is like, yeah, hey man, what do you do? Are you this? Are you that? And he's like, I am kill you. It's fucking. Oh,
It's
my
like, all right,
God.
man. Yeah, we believe you. Yeah.
sure.
And he like, Spider-Man's on top of like the truck when he's saying that. Like he's just looking down in the window. He's not on the side. And he shoots like 2 shots out the window to try to
I
kill
see
him.
nothing wrong with that. Okay,
Yeah.
but this is the problem, right? The smash cut from like the plane exploding to him flying through New York City to stop a crime was so jarring. I paused the movie and walked away from my computer screen. I'm just like, there's no way this is a multi-million-dollar movie. They straight up got 6 high schoolers to work like under the tables to make this movie, like to edit this shit.
Actually, it was. Oh, okay. As editors, that I can believe. I was going to say it was actually 6 30-year-olds pretending to be teenagers, because that's Andrew Garfield and Emma
They
Stone.
were the most 35-year-old high school
Oh,
graduates.
Dude,
Oh
my
for
God.
real.
I
It
like-
would have
yeah.
been.
I was like,
Yeah.
college,
This is-
right?
this
And
is
then
the
she's like,
thing.
no, I
No,
got
no,
into
no.
Oxford. I was
No,
like,
this
oh
is the
my
thing that
God.
was super sick, though. All of the extras match the age. So I'm glad that at the very least, like, all of them kind of look the same age.
Right.
Because Emma Stone, kind of walks
Oh,
over to her
yeah.
family, right? And I'm like, you're telling me that's your mother? That's your fucking older sister. That's really mean of you to be like, oh, look at this old hag. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's
Oh my
rough.
God.
That's rough.
At least Sally Fields, it looks age appropriate, but like, yeah, for real. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of like either everybody in this universe is just like a really good looking 65-year-old
yeah.
or just the worst looking like
30-year-old.
the worst looking 40-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's like, how are you supposed to believe that Emma Stone is like 18 years old and also working at Oscorp? I never understood that. How is a high school
That's a
grad?
great
It's just like,
point.
yeah.
Yeah.
How no, you're 100% right. It's like, how is she working at like a major medical research?
I think
I
so.
think that's what
I
it
think
is.
It's
it's
either medical
I think so,
research or
yeah.
like arms deal. Either way, how are
No,
you?
it
How
was
are you
I
navigating-
think they're technically a
publicly
biotech
medical
firm.
research.
I think technically like a biotech firm, something like that.
But like, how are you getting an internship without being in college and not knowing Harry Osborn?
You can't even like say like
Yeah.
nepotism or anything. Her dad was a cop or some shit.
Like,
Like, yeah.
Well,
So,
no,
like,
her dad.
oh,
her
hold
dad
on,
was the
wait.
captain of the police force.
Oh, and
so
he
that
got
there
he got
might have been
so,
something
like,
there.
That was hot.
That flashback scene of seeing her dad dying and then Andrew Garfield seeing her dad in the crowd. I'm like, you just wanted to fuck her dad.
you think that's what he was thinking the
That's
whole time?
where it was.
Okay.
He's just
I
like,
mean,
damn,
dude,
I never
why
got
do-
to tell him how I felt.
Why else do you think he hallucinated that and then immediately went to break up with Gwen Stacy?
Yeah, he
That
like,
is entirely the
He
reason.
woke up, became Barry Brickhouse, and was just like, I got to stop lying to her.
Yeah.
I can't do this anymore.
He did the Tom Holland thing first. He went up to her and was like, everywhere I go, I see his face.
And I just want to sit on it.
I never got to give him his birthday cake.
I missed that cake as well.
No, I was the cake.
I was the cake.
I was the
And he
cake.
used to eat it up.
God damn.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's how I felt about this part of about that entire like plot line of the first 15 minutes of the movie.
Dude,
where
it
I'm
made
like,
it so much better that we
Dude.
hadn't seen the first movie.
Yeah,
We're like,
yeah.
who is this cop?
Why
is
who
he
is he
there
there?
but a ghost? Why is the car also there but a ghost? I was not aware that police cars
Dude.
could become ghosts.
when the cop pulls up and it's just like him in the driver's
I-
seat, I freaked the
dude,
fuck out. I was
think
dying
that-
laughing.
I
I
think
was like,
that Sony.
That's why I thought it was a real person, because you see him the first time in the other cop's
Yeah.
car, just in the passenger seat. He's like, and then you find, like, not seeing the first one, you find out he's been dead the whole time. He's like, what the fuck is all of this?
That is incredible. That is an incredible interpretation of that. That is
who is
incredible.
this guy that he wants
You
to
see
fuck?
him once, you think he's alive, and then every other time he's just a ghost for some reason. He's like,
Yeah.
who are you? When did you die?
What
How
is
did
the
you die?
superpower? Like, what universe? Is this an X-Men? Like, are we doing a crossover?
He's Dr. Manhattan, because I swear Dr. Manhattan's in this movie.
No,
oh,
wait,
that's
wait,
not
wait,
Dr.
wait,
Manhattan.
No, wrong.
That's a wrong
I know,
universe.
franchise.
I know,
We can't.
I know.
We don't
I'm
cross
well
streams.
aware.
We don't cross streams.
Yeah.
Because, like, this is bad, but, like, Zack Snyder is a better director than this.
Yeah.
I am willing to give Zack Snyder that much credit.
Could you imagine if he did this movie? It would be.
Well, I mean, a lot of the movie was in slow motion, so, like,
that's true.
I can't imagine
Dude,
this being
every
in-
fight scene was like a fucking
But okay,
trip.
so the other thing that bothered me so much about this is that it looked like whoever was filming the first 30 minutes of the movie just had Parkinson's. They fucking refused to lock the camera down or put it on a Steadicam, and it was just like everybody's so nervous all the time. It's the fucking most tense movie that I've ever seen, and it's a graduation scene. It's like, dude, you're already dating Gwen Stacy. Like, you guys are together. There's no, oh man, is she gonna say yes to me if I ask her out on my first date? Like, no, you're together. Her dad died for you.
No, but
I
that's
didn't
why
know
he's
that.
shaking.
I didn't
You
know
didn't
that.
know-
yeah,
well,
he,
yeah,
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 he
yeah,
dies in the
clearly.
first movie because
That's why he's shaking. He's trying to not remember. He's trying to push the memory of the dad out of his brain. He's like, I just can't. I can't let him go. Because every time we fuck, I see his face.
you look so much like your dad. He's like, have you considered getting a haircut? Probably.
That's why.
Wait, hold on.
That's why they kept saying it was complicated, is because he didn't see enough of her father. in her.
You look too much like your mom.
That's the craziest, like, interpretation of daddy issues that I've ever heard.
It is
That's
so
so nuts.
but it's very literal.
It's your dad,
It
but it's
is.
my issue.
We're writing a better movie, honestly. We're writing a way better
Yes,
movie.
this is-
Stacy's
this
dad
is-
has got me going mad.
Oh my
It has
god.
got
okay,
me
hold-
down bad.
Stacy's dad.
Has got me down bad, bro.
Dude,
Written and produced by Drake.
the best
Oh.
part about the whole graduation scene
Millie Bobby
too
Brown is Gwen
how
Stacy.
you hear
It's
her.
Nav and Drake together on this track. It's going to be the craziest collab of 2023.
Oh, bro.
You've heard it here first. AI ready.
Y'all ain't ready.
Dude, I thought he was the Green Goblin. Not
Oh
gonna
my
lie.
God, dude.
Oh, no. I get it. I
Right?
get it.
Right?
Because you see, like, the first scene of, like, the Nam flashback that he has, and you're like, oh, I guess, like, the first Green Goblin died this time.
Yeah, and
But
it
he was
just
a
like,
cop
You
for some
see,
reason.
yeah, no,
but,
you
like,
see
I
the
didn't
flashback
realize that he was a
sequence.
cop.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I just saw a dude like bleeding out of his mouth. I'm like,
And
oh,
he was-
I didn't know that they exchanged words. Like, this is really weird.
Yeah.
'Cause this guy was trying to kill him.
Yeah,
Right.
and he
right.
was just like, "Don't get Stacy wrapped in it," and you're like, "Oh, this is their version
Her
of
name
like
is-
Don't
her-
Tell Harry."
Her name is Gwen, by the way. Her Stacy's
Oh,
the
right,
last
right,
name.
right. Yeah, whatever. But yeah,
Come
no,
on.
like that whole thing, I was like, oh, they really just ripped off the Raimi films, and it was just like, don't get Gwen wrapped up in this, as opposed to Don't Tell Harry, and then he dies.
Question: What was the deal with Harry Osborn?
Dude,
Goblin
I thought it
disease.
was amazing.
He
how-
went goblin mode.
He did.
He did.
His dad was the OG Goblin. You saw that, right?
I thought it was hilarious how from the jump, like, so there was that parallel with the Raimi films with like Gwen's dad looking like Green Goblin,
Yeah.
but like then fucking Harry Osborn shows up. I'm like, oh, it's just Spider-Man 3 Spider-Man with the haircut. They just made it Harry Osborn in this
Yeah.
movie, and he
Yeah.
never
Okay,
changed
can we
until he went full
can
Goblin
we-
mode.
we're jumping around a lot. I don't even give a fuck right now.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
we
okay.
ever
No,
did.
we
It's okay.
clearly.
This could have been a good time.
So
It could have been Spider-Verse.
So two things, right? Two things. First thing that I want to bring to everybody's attention: Jamie Foxx's character was Connor. Jamie Foxx's character was a Connor. Because a Connor's like, no, I just want everybody to look at me. Please look at me. Please,
He
please,
was,
please look
yeah.
at me.
Oh,
Please,
oh,
please,
okay, okay.
please look
and
at
then,
me.
and then,
Please fuck me.
and
Please
then,
fuck me.
and
Please
then
look
he
at me.
gets
Please look at me.
after he
Please
does all
look
that.
at me.
After he does all that, he gets like really crusty.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like the moment that the attention is shifted to another person, he's like, no, look at me. Look at me.
So there are pick me
And then he-
there are pick me girls. So what is there a look at me boy? Is that what that is?
That's a Connor.
Oh, just Connor.
Yeah,
okay, okay,
a
okay.
Connor is a
Yeah.
Connor is a look at me boy.
Oh, I love that
Yeah.
so much.
I know you haven't watched the first movie, but I want you to know that like the villain of the first movie, his name is Dr. Connors.
They wrote it.
No, they did mention that.
They did. Yeah.
Did
No,
they?
Yeah, they said
He's the
something
lizard.
about like
the lizard is the
yeah, it was sort of a throwaway line, but they said something about like when Harry took over Oscorp. They're like, "What about this actor's research? He just became a lizard." Blah 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 blah. He's like, "Well, he was kind of crazy." He's like, "Yeah, and you probably should have evaluated his psychology." Totally, like not me though. Like I'm just another Osborn. Like that guy, totally sane. He had nothing to worry about. I'm cool. I just totally don't have daddy issues. That was the theme of this movie.
Is daddy
Daddy-
issues?
Everyone's daddy issues.
daddies.
Everyone's daddy issues just got put onto the shoulders of Andrew Garfield. Like he had to deal with all of it.
No,
He does.
well, I mean,
his own daddies.
his own daddy.
Harry.
Yeah, Harry's daddy issues sort of came back to bite him in the butt,
And
but
then-
then he had his own daddy issue with Gwen's dad.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
But
it's
that
like-
was also
Like he
You
brought
know
that
what?
one on
You-
himself.
okay.
Should is Father's Day? Is this going to be like a Father's Day
No,
episode?
no, it's a
No.
little too early, but
Oh.
it is this month, so happy
Yeah.
Father's Day.
Happy Father's
all the
Day.
dads out
Gwen
there.
Stacy's
Shout
dad
out to all the
specifically.
dads. Stay caked up.
Shout outs to all the dads.
Find yourself a Peter Parker. You know, someone that'll love you so much that they'll leave your daughter when you die.
Find yourself a gallon of milk. Anyways,
Yeah. So then the second thing that I just forgot.
children of divorce.
Children of divorce.
Children of divorce. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think this movie has the most divorced dad energy out of any like superhero movie that I've ever seen.
But
You
like,
good, buddy?
like is like they're like technically none of the dads are divorced. They're just dead or kicked
No,
up.
I
But
just-
like, there's not really like.
You said children of divorce, and I was like, wait, is Gwen the children of Peter and her dad's divorce?
They never
No.
split. They're in love. They never split.
I mean,
The ages don't line up. That can't happen.
that can't.
That
happen.
can't happen.
If it did, someone needed to go to jail.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
he's a cop. He can get away with it.
Yeah.
Never
No,
mind, they were
see.
married.
Yep.
He did
That
get
was
away
a
with
real.
it.
That was a real R. Kelly Aaliyah situation.
No,
That's fucking
dude.
crazy.
Dude, it was Daddy Parker because he was putting the human DNA in the fucking spiders.
Oh wait.
Okay, so
Oh.
we're just gonna go ahead and move on.
Because we're trying to make sense of the plot of this movie, and we're just like grasping at straws.
This still makes more sense than the plot of this
It does.
movie.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
movie,
Frankly.
like in like the worst Lynchian kind of way, this movie just like freaked me out, pissed me off, and made me piss in a corner. Like that's where I'm at.
a lot of pissing. Yeah.
Yeah, I like. So
I'm gonna put my DNA on this spider.
yeah, and then I let it bite me. I'll fucking tell you if I can hang off walls later today.
The itsy bitsy spider crawled up the water spout.
I don't. For some
Okay,
reason,
hold on, wait. Skipping to the end of the movie, I didn't catch it at first, but I was watching
Oh.
it with Val when fucking Spider-Man and Electro were fighting at the fucking power plant, and he just getting like pinballed around the different like
No.
fucking like pillars in the power plant.
No.
And it's just the different musical notes on each thing.
No.
I was like, wait, hold on, what is this? And Val was like, it's the itsy bitsy spider.
That's so
Oh.
good. No, we're gonna
Because you hear
go
Spider-Man
back.
like,
I'm
oh,
gonna
I
go-
hate this song. I was like, okay,
Dude,
it was something.
I'm
What
straight up
was
gonna
it?
cut up that part of the movie and I'm gonna put it right there. Like I'm gonna overlay
Good.
it to you talking about that.
You also
good,
need
good.
to overlay the first Raimi Spider-Man where Goblin sings that song.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god. Itsy bitsy
I don't wanna. I
spider.
don't
God.
wanna. I don't wanna.
Oh
I
my
don't
god.
wanna. No. Dude, the end of the movie, it was the largest amount of cultural appropriation that I've ever like had to deal with in my life. That little stupid ass Tanner just tried to do Tank Man. in front of me.
The kid in front of Rhino?
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Stupid ass fucking kid going over there like,
No,
yeah,
no. He wasn't.
motherfucker out here really culturally
no,
appropriating
here's
the
the-
Tiananmen Square massacre. Like,
No,
what are
bro.
you doing?
Hey! Wait,
that-
is this coming
that
out on
was-
June 4th?
It might be.
Oh, fuck.
Is that when
It'll
that
come
happened?
out right
Yes.
before
Oh.
June 4th. But
Right
yeah.
before. Okay.
No, we can switch it up. We'll put it out on June 4th. We out here. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. That's the goal. Is to
No,
get
'cause-
it's to get canceled by the CCCP.
No, wait, hold on. President Xi. No, I'm just kidding. That shit's not real. That didn't happen. No, please let me into your country.
On another note, next week's movie is going to be Blood and Honey.
Oh my god.
Is that the
The
Winnie the Pooh
one?
movie?
Oh my god! Are you guys actually gonna watch that?
No,
though?
no, okay, hold on.
No.
So President
No.
Xi. President Xi. No, seriously. Hear me out, man. Just chill, okay? I'm joking. That's not real. There's no Tank Man. See?
No, see, I mean, the kid in the movie didn't, he didn't take his mom's groceries with him, so he's not appropriating it. It's not his culture.
But okay, worst mom. A lot of really bad parents in this movie.
She
Also-
tried, but then the cops were like, hey, listen, he's gone.
Also, the worst cops.
No,
as well.
Yeah.
She didn't try. She's like, "Hey, don't do that." And then
No,
like,
she was about to jump over the barricade to go get him, but the cops were like, no, you got to stay. Listen, he's a goner.
He's gone, man. I'm so sorry.
There's nothing we can
I'm
do
so
now.
sorry.
just leave him
It's
be.
just like Uvalde all over again.
Yikes.
Oh.
He's good at this.
I missed that.
He
What is
absorbs the heat.
what is that? I don't know what that.
Uvalde?
You don't know about
Texas?
Uvalde?
The school?
Oh right, sorry. Oh right.
They just had
Dude,
their
no,
anniversary.
we have to have them back on.
anniversary! Oh my
we have
God.
to have them back on. This is the only time where I feel safe in my own skin.
And I made a Chinaman, Tank Man joke.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've
Great.
never felt more seen and heard.
Oh,
Okay,
That's
so
so-
then the next thing, I remember what I wanted to talk about after the Jamie Foxx's Connor thing. Can we just talk about Harry Osborn? Like just the actor that they chose?
yeah.
Yeah. Evil Spider-Man 3.
Just an incel.
Oh, yeah.
That's all it was.
100%.
Give me your blood,
also,
bro.
There's the whole thing with that, right? The I'm dying, give me your blood.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, listen
Some of
on
the
your,
craziest
on your
Peter
deathbed-
Thiel in energy. He's just like, yo, listen, you're 18. Give me your blood. Let it flow through my fucking veins.
And it
How
was
much
like,
money do you want?
Give it to me.
But his dad was on his deathbed. His dad was probably mid 60s or something. He's like, yeah, I got the Osborn goblin disease when I was your age. And then Harry's like, nah, I'm dying. It's gonna be I got 3 weeks. It's like, bro, your dad is in his 60s and he just died from it and said it showed up when he was your age. You have time. Let's chill.
I think what happened was that Osborn goblin disease is straight up just like syphilis. It's just untreated syphilis.
It's more like jaundice, except instead of getting the yellow in your eyes, it's just
leprosy.
green everywhere.
Green in your
fucking
skin?
leprosy.
Green leprosy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
straight up just leprosy. No, I get it.
Wait.
I understand Harry. I understand Harry Osborn's energy now. Where he's like,
Yeah.
dude, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm sleeping with a girl and my dick just falls off inside of her.
Inside of her.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Now
No,
she's
never
now-
mind. I was making fun of the wrong person. I'm being really problematic. I'm sorry. I didn't look at this from his angle.
Well, now she's
We
got
stand
that
with
goblin
lepers.
in her. Is that how that works?
Oh shit!
Is
That's
that-
how
Well,
it
that
spreads.
is
Literally.
how leprosy spreads.
Really? You leaving dicks inside of vagina?
Isn't it skin on skin contact?
I think
I
so.
believe so.
No, but that's how it's
Yeah.
passed down.
What?
It's passed down to conception. That's how the goblins multiply. It just breaks off during.
Okay.
That also explains why there's so much pent up aggression.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's so weird because the there's-
largest balls.
his
Have you ever noticed how all of the Green Goblin's weapons are just very phallic in nature? They're all circular or
It's all we have
Remember,
left.
he's what was Willem Dafoe? He's Spider Man.
Yeah.
He's twiddling
With the
two
Fushigi balls?
Yeah,
Oh,
literally.
Yeah,
He's
no,
Spider-Man.
for real. The Green Goblin is the original Gary Glizzy. The OG Gary Glizzy. Original Glizzy.
OG Glizzy. He's the OG.
I'm just glad we said jaundice instead of syphilis. Otherwise, he would have had like, if it would have made sense for syphilis if he had like a Michael Jackson nose moment.
No, but like
That
you,
was,
you
like,
saw,
starting.
You saw like his skin.
Oh,
Just,
Harry's? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Thing.
just eating itself.
True.
It straight up is just
He got
syphilis.
that jungle rot.
Yeah, no, it is 100% just like so. Untreated syphilis is basically just what killed Al Capone because he was too fucking scared of needles.
That's so great.
Oh,
God,
good
that's
shit.
so good.
Yeah, and that
But-
look because it drives you insane.
Right. Yeah.
But like, so the whole time he's like, I need Spider-Man's blood to fix me. But how does he know that that's gonna work? There's
doesn't.
there's no
He's
proof
so
of that.
desperate for it, but I'm like, okay, so the worst thing that happened to you is that you have to wear a turtleneck now. Like,
Yeah.
stop being a fucking bitch about it and just look like Steve Jobs.
He already had like that emo energy. Might have just had like a black turtleneck and you're good, dude.
Just
like,
dye your hair black, wear a turtleneck, and start like kicking, and you're at a fucking show. Like that is what you need to do. Okay, just join a mosh pit and be normal.
he
The
looked like
cure
he
in the
already
end was just going to Old Navy to buy a turtleneck.
Really?
If he went to Old Navy and bought a turtleneck, the movie didn't need to happen.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
movie did not need to
Exactly.
happen.
I mean, if
This is just the Lord of the Rings again. Just get on the shit, fly,
Yeah, yeah.
drop
So wait,
the ring in.
are you saying that if Harry Osborn bought a turtleneck, Gwen Stacy would still be alive?
Yeah.
Is that the last?
Absolutely.
I mean,
Oh
my
if
God.
we're gonna zoom out for a second, like, yeah, no, Harry Osborn was like completely unnecessary to the movie. Like, if they wanted to kill Gwen, it could have been Electro doing like the same thing.
Yeah.
I just realized something with both of the villains. Both of them have a song to attribute to them. Like, Harry was just teenage dirtbag. He couldn't have his teenage dirtbag dream.
The moment that I see Harry Osborn, it's just an endless loop of Baba O'Reilly by The Who.
But it's just the intro.
But it's just the intro.
the keyboard
for
never
2
comes in.
hours and 21 minutes.
Every time he's on screen.
Yes.
Because that's what it sounded like when he fucking talked. That is what it sounded like when he talked. It
I
was
feel like
the
the most-
worst viewing experience that I've had.
I feel
It's
like
so
the most
bad.
difficult thing for him to act was to act like he had a childhood with
guess
wow.
so.
Wow.
Our guest's gonna turn off our
Their
phones.
phones,
Hey,
huh?
we're here. Fucking Jesus.
Good Lord.
Wow. It takes 4 people to like deal with this. Okay, go on.
But yeah, no, in the scene where like Peter shows up to say, "Hey to Harry, I'm sorry about your dad." Like, I think that was the most pain that actor was in the entire time. Like, he had to really force himself to try to act like he grew up friends with Peter Parker, but he couldn't get out of like the teenage dirtbag mindset. Cause like that whole time when he's like, "Yeah, man, you know who else did that? My mom," or whatever. And he's like, "There he is. There's Harry." That whole exchange was the most excruciating thing to watch on screen.
It was that was tough. What was that was the scene when they were like doing the rock skipping, right?
Like
Before.
right
Like,
before
when they
that.
were still
They're
in
like
the
at
house.
stairs and stuff like that.
On the staircase and
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay, so I've known all of you guys for quite a while.
Uh-huh.
I want to say probably close to a decade. We've hung out together, right?
Yeah.
If I skip the rock very well,
Uh-huh.
do you think that your response would be similar to Harry's in that because that was just like, "Oh man, how do you do that so well?" I'm like, "Stop! You're fucking 18. Stop being weird."
I mean, I'm kind of like that whenever you bring out a yo-yo, so...
The viewers don't know about this.
Hurry, quick, everyone. Green Goblin left.
I think Sony really overestimated how well this movie was gonna do.
Yeah, you can tell.
You could tell
Yeah,
by them
yeah.
teasing literally all the rest of the fucking Spider-Man villains in the
Yeah.
Oscorp basement. Like a sequel to this was gonna happen.
I think, weren't they planning to do the Sinister Six next?
They were.
It
Were they?
sure as fuck
It
looked
fucking
like
looked
it.
like it.
Yeah.
And then they were just like, "Oh, Andrew Garfield's like 37. We can't do this anymore."
Oh,
He was like 30 when the movie came out, but like the weird thing about this whole movie, he's like not the worst part. He's like he doesn't carry it.
No, I think the best part was like he had to fake an American accent
Dude.
to act surprised
Oh.
that Emma Stone was going to England.
I know that was so funny.
That was the most roundabout way of them just being like, "No, actually, just fuck the UK."
Dude,
That's the worst place on the
That
planet.
scene was hilarious though. When like he catches up with her and she's like, I'm late, like leave me alone. And they walk into the building. She's like, "Yeah, I'm here for my Oxford interview." And it shows the hallway with just the biggest in-your-face Oxford flags
Yeah.
everywhere. It's like, oh, and you hear like they did like a mic in the opposite corner of the room, and you just hear from a distance, oh, I didn't know. Amazing.
Everybody
10 out
has
of 10
such
decision
bad,
making.
like
I was
spatial awareness.
I was
in this movie.
expecting it like, oi, me mum's from England.
Like he's doing an intentional bad English accent. Oi, me mum. Like, no, God, dude. It's like, I was talking about this earlier with my sister. Like, anytime the Andrew Garfield has to, like, in these movies, emote a lot, that is when his English accent comes out. So in the first movie,
His
when
Angus accent?
his Angus accent, his English accent. I'm sorry, I got a slurry speech.
Angie English.
Angy English, but like the in the first movie
He
when
is
Uncle
now Gurgle McClancy.
Who? Andrew Garfield
No,
or Ray?
him.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just an Irish CIA operative named
Gurgle
Gurgle
Mc-
McClancy.
wow,
Yeah,
taking Black Irish to a new level. But like the
you only
Black.
speak dark
You're
Gaelic.
Indian.
Gaelics are Gaelic. Drive Gaelic. Just like, but like when he's like crying and shit, like, oh, Uncle Ben fucking dies. It's like he's sobbing and then he lets like a oh no, like it's so full English. Like in those moments, he can't hide it, and it's so obvious.
Andrew Garfield is English, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, I
he is.
just wanted to make sure he's not fake New Zealander.
No, I wish that would made it a lot better.
Yeah.
Probably more bearable.
All of the dialogue was just so bad.
It
It
is.
straight up was just like a Joss Whedon script.
I don't know what that means, but it was rough.
It's literally every fucking Marvel movie that's been made since like Avengers. It's like you see 9/11 happen in front of you and you just go,
Dude,
well, that just
was,
happened.
That was so fucking great. Like towards the end of the movie,
dude.
it's like, oh no, 2 planes in New York are headed into the city with no radars on. It's like, fucking New York, problems with train. God damn it, problems with planes.
Yo,
What's going on here?
Somebody find Giuliani. Ask him how the fuck we deal with this shit. Where is America's dad right now?
How they
Motherfucker out
fixed
here
it, they
with,
were
like,
just like
melting hair.
how they fixed it. They were
Fuck.
just like put a timer on it.
Yeah, like what was that?
What is that timer gonna do? It's like
It'll
when
let
it
us know when
dings-
it's gonna happen,
Yeah,
so we
it's
can like
oh
do
no,
the
planes are
poppers.
going on timeout now.
They're celebrating.
No, they're just gonna sink them. It's not a celebration. It's
Oh.
like, and we lost them.
Oh my god, and they're gone.
So like the just in general, like the representation of cops in this movie is really confusing, right?
It's a very much like, guys, they're trying their best.
Dude, it's like, what the fuck were the FBI agents doing throughout the entire movie? Nobody was doing their jobs correct.
What FBI agents?
The
There
ones
were
that
two
like,
in the flashback about like 2 government people came to tell me about your dad. He just left you for the money.
weren't they? They were also the ones that were investigating Harry and Harry Osborn, right?
Oh, I thought that was
No,
more
so
like
they,
the
like-
Or
board
was
of
that like
Oscorp.
internal people?
Yeah,
at
so,
Yeah.
Oscorp?
so they like
Okay, cool. This is how much I paid attention to this movie. I just sounded like a complete and total idiot.
his board of directors pinned the whole Electro thing on Harry, and then they use that to kick him out of the company,
Oh.
and that's why he brings him back in to like muscle into the building to kill people.
He's
I don't
zonked
remember.
one of them.
He did something.
He like did a Harry Potter and a cloak of invisibility and like killed one dude
Oh.
and then shocked another guy and then
No,
brought
it
him
was
back
the
to
same
life.
guy. Oh wait, no. It was the guy.
There
who
was
was
one
like,
dude that just died. There
Yeah.
was a hole in his chest.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then the
yeah,
other
yeah,
one
yeah.
like
But
got-
that, like, I thought that was like that could have, if this movie had like an R rating, that whole like, yeah, Electro like shock him dead and then bring him back, and I'm gonna like shoot him. Like if they just kept doing that shit as like a
Over and
form,
over.
I was like, yo, this could have been really fucked up. Like they did it once, but they could have like kept it
Yeah.
going.
Until
what was the shot that they gave him?
what do you mean?
So after he like after Electro killed the guy and then brought him back to life, they like went down into the basement and then the dude gave him a shot.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the spider venom.
It was the spider venom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he was trying to do the thing, except it accelerated the
and it
goblin
made it
energy.
worse. And like fucked up his body. And he needed that suit or whatever the fuck it was. To,
Yeah,
like,
it made Goblin go faster.
He kind of looked like a Demon Slayer character.
He
after
did.
that.
He
Oh
really
yeah,
did.
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's
And this is
great.
why we don't watch Demon Slayer.
No, we do. I
Speak
watch
for yourself.
it.
But Demon Slayer is pretty easy.
But yeah, no, like
you're
some
all-
of us
fuck all
do.
of you.
Some of us
I
don't.
think the best part of that whole sequence was how, like, when he got the teeth, you could just tell it was that shit that you got at the carnival.
Yeah,
With, like the
Oh,
little
no.
plastic.
you knew that everything was ADR because they were
Yeah.
like, if he tried to talk, it just sounds like his mouth is filled with hot dogs.
I hope the mic picked up that little teeth clink.
I hope so too.
No, his
But with the way you said "Goblin Go Faster," I thought of "Goblin Go Fast." Little Sonic reference.
Yeah, no, that's what happened to the goblin
Yeah, I know.
energy in Harry Osborn.
that didn't make any sense.
none
I'm like,
of this made any sense.
okay, this like the most dolphin-like body on this kid.
For real.
The most just smooth, frictionless, absolutely frictionless.
Absolute
right?
like a newborn baby. For real.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he takes spider venom, and the dude grows to become like an Eastern European man that likes to wear a shirt with like the 7 top buttons unbuttoned. Stop.
I did see like the gold chain pop
Yeah,
up a
stop.
little bit. Yeah.
He went from being smooth as a fish
Yeah.
as to actually being a fish out of water. 'Cause he
Your
was
last
struggling on the
name's
floor.
Osborne, not Medvedev. So like, fuck off, okay?
Oh, the accuracy again, dude. Jesus.
I don't know where he gets these names from.
Yeah, but
Bruno.
they're like you're on point.
Yeah, they are. They
Well
always
traveled.
are.
Isn't Medvedev? He's a politician, right? Isn't he like?
Oh, did
Oh,
you
I
name-
don't know.
you name
If I
dropped
got that
the-
right.
No, I'm like
All right,
90% sure
the
he's a-
Russian oligarchy. Don't come at me. I didn't mean it.
Oh, he's a
Great
tennis
question.
player.
Medvedev.
Yeah, Daniil Medvedev.
God damn it.
There's
I'm
also
so
a
glad-
Dmitry
So you're
probably-
Medvedev
he's probably
who is.
Albanian, then.
Yep. Okay. Dmitry Medvedev is a Russian politician who has been
Nope,
serving as the deputy chairman of the Security Council of Russia since 2020.
Yikes.
I am
Oh,
making
shit.
so many enemies,
Dude.
and all of the wrong ones.
Yes,
Dude,
really.
you fucking.
In this episode alone, I think that I've just become a part of the imperialism. Like
Yeah.
I think I've just become a part of empire.
You were
You have,
so
like-
you were so sure that you could say whatever and be scot free compared to like everything everyone else said that you just went for the biggest dogs out there.
Yeah.
To be like, no, I got that dog in me too, and you don't.
No, I don't. I don't have political back. This is so sick. This really accelerates my death rate. I'm trying to get
Call
the fuck,
you Harry Osborn.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here by 40. So let's go. Let's go.
Political assassination? Hell yeah.
Guy that asks out Dove Cameron every week gets like radiation poisoning by like KGB agents.
And hey, don't forget the CCCP. They're also
Yeah.
after you too.
No, I like they're gonna take me out like Navalny.
Oh,
This is gonna be so sick.
I like the idea that 3 different countries dose you.
Yeah.
So you just completely die of like
no, and then
overdose.
all of a sudden I just become Dr. Manhattan.
Oh my
And then
god.
they're just like, oh, we fucked up.
We really fucked
We
up.
really
Yeah.
fucked up. Vietnam's coming back with a vengeance, and they're angry about the orange.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is a reforestation effort.
I was gonna ask you if you had interest in starting possibly the new section of the show with the reviewing the reviews.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I completely forgot to save the article.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Okay.
This
I was gonna bring
new
this up.
section is gonna do a lot of damage to my psyche because it forces me into very weird, dark crevices of the internet.
Oh no.
Movie is definitely supported by Breitbart. Breitbart goes, good fun. 5 out of 5. Would recommend to bring your kids.
are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No, he's not kidding you.
I'm not kidding you. Like this is
Wow.
like Breitbart was like, yeah, this is dope. We love Andrew Garfield out here.
Okay. I don't think Andrew Garfield was a bad casting choice for Spider-Man, but
no,
I feel like
this is the thing. I think Andrew Garfield is a good actor in general.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
movie just sucked.
Yeah.
This was I think this is the problem with like doing Spider-Man movies when he's a teenager is that you kind of have like I think there's plenty of Spider-Man stories to tell when he's like, an adult or like that like
Yeah.
weird like young adult
Yeah.
Yeah.
that time period. And Andrew Garfield would have been perfect for those kinds of stories. But to place him in like the high school Spider-Man thing was a little weird.
When you look when you look 30.
Yeah,
and everybody's
exactly.
trying to gaslight you into believing that he's a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
That's a little.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt Gaetz would be super down with that.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck it. We're making enemies this
Yeah,
episode.
yeah, yeah.
Bro,
I
for
don't
real.
care. I don't care.
Thank God for the representation of Paul Giamatti as the Russian.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, we
needed
need
that.
more representation
Yeah.
of rotund
It-
Italian men
Yes, yes.
in cinema.
It
Like,
balanced
Yes,
the
yes,
scales.
exactly.
yeah,
If you do it to one side, if you do it to the other, it's fine.
yeah.
It's synergy.
I really like
Synergy.
Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I just wish that we had more chances to see him as Spider-Man, but like the older, like in the video games, like the
This
PS4
experienced Spider-Man.
Yeah, the experienced Spider-Man, the guy that's been fighting for a while. He's got this confidence about himself, but he's still, a little bit awkward, but he's an adult. Like he knows what's going
Like,
on. For
in
the
this
most
movie,
part.
he's so distracted about fucking Gwen's dad. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's like it takes away
Yeah.
from his arc. I agree.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just yeah.
That's insane.
I think that's
That's
all part of
insane.
why I like the Tom Holland ones so much more.
It's convincing. It's convincing
Yeah.
enough
It's
because like
super
both
convincing.
him and Zendaya are both like super, like they look super young.
Yeah.
So it's convincing enough where you're like, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
It
you
makes
can-
And
me-
where
it
they've
makes me
gone,
so
like
mad,
with
yeah.
the 3 like standalone Spider-Mans, like he's in a place now where like that's all starting over, and like now he's the Spider-Man that's living alone. There's no more Aunt May, which I know
Mhm.
you didn't know, but I know you don't care, Eric.
Yeah.
But so like from now on, the Spider-Mans he doesn't have like a support system. No one remembers who he is. He's got a shitty studio apartment on his own. And he's just going-
he's like the
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
and he's
a
just got
Netflix,
like the
yeah.
homemade Spider-Man suit. So like
Yeah.
now he's adult, experienced Spider-Man, starting from the ground up all over again in a way that makes sense.
Have you seen No Way Home or no?
no.
He hasn't
Okay,
seen
so
any of them.
Okay, I think this movie specifically like captures why I hate all superhero movies.
Uh-huh.
Why?
The stakes just have to constantly get higher,
Yeah.
and there's no payoff
Right.
because the next thing just has to be bigger.
And it's like because of like all these like superhero movies they have to be like even more bigger than normal bigger, and it's
because
like,
you watch the first Iron Man movie and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you have to fight like the guy that formerly like ran your dad's company that also has access to like a mech suit, right? And with that one you're going, okay, no, that makes sense, this dude's evil. That's fair enough.
But it's like all those Marvel movies, like the first ones are just like, okay, the villain is evil version of the good guy, right?
Yeah, and it's just like, no,
yeah.
that makes sense. Like,
Right.
one side is morally good and is trying to do things that save people. The other side, evil because they want to, like, in the case of Iron Man 1, it's just like, oh, we're trying to double deal weapons to both the terrorists and the American side.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember like I thought he was a villain just because he was Jeff Bridges. Like genuinely when I saw that movie,
Jeff Bridges, even in real life,
It's just a villain.
exactly,
absolute
exactly.
ghoul.
Like I don't even know his character. It's like, oh, it's Jeff Bridges. Like, I don't even know.
Except for Hateful Eight.
Kurt Russell,
Oh,
asshole.
Wow,
Bro.
Jesus
Bro.
We're
Christ.
starting it with a problematic pop culture, and we're coming to a close with it. It's getting to time, so I just
Yeah.
wanted to put that out there.
But
Okay.
we're gonna run long a little bit because
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
rant about superhero movies for a little bit.
yeah,
sure,
no, I get it.
Okay, and then even with the first Avengers movie, it makes sense, right? It's just, okay, aliens coming in, we're fighting aliens. Sure, sci-fi movie, makes sense. Literally, 5 people have to fight God by the end of that series.
It's a lot more than 5.
It's a lot more than 5.
Yeah, it's a lot more than
have
5.
Have you seen Endgame either or no?
No, I
Yeah,
just don't care.
It's a little
lot
more than 5.
But, okay, sure, it's more than 5 people, but
Sure,
like, there's
it's like
5 main
12.
characters.
It's like
Yeah, it's like
At the end of the day, you have to fight God. Like, you have to become a Protestant, is what happens.
That was almost bad. I just started taking a sip, so it wasn't like a full like.
No, but it like that is truly American Protestantism at its best, where like you get here, you like convince yourself that God isn't real, but you go, that can't be right because we have to believe in God or we're bad people. So like you just believe harder until America just becomes God. That is what Avengers Endgame is.
America isn't God.
Okay, so we're gonna go around the tables and do ratings.
okay. All right. All right. All
Like
right.
we're rating each other, or we're just
No, the movie, you idiot.
sorry.
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
No. We're gonna go around.
We are not
we're
doing.
gonna,
I am not doing this with my brother
We're
in
going.
attendance. All
we're,
right,
we're
I'm not
going
doing this.
here. Listen, we're gonna go around twice. First
Alpha
rating
Male
is the movie.
podcast.
Second rating,
Andrew
is on-
Garfield.
No.
No.
It's Gwen
Hottest
Stacy's
J.
dad.
Jonah
Yes,
Jameson.
yes,
Who is it?
yes.
It's Gwen Stacy's dad.
Yes. Oh my
No. Andrew Garfield though. Sexy.
He could get it.
I disagree. I am in the camp that he is not as attractive as other Spider-Mans.
Wait, who do you think is the most attractive Spider-Man?
Tom Holland. Yeah. Tobey Maguire is too like plain looking.
Oh wait, hold up.
He's that
no,
youth
I
pastor.
can't. I can't agree with that,
Are you serious? What do you mean?
dude. Tobey Maguire can. He's the
Toby
top
can
of
get
the
it.
list.
Well, I agree he had that cake, but I'm just saying like
He is the top. He is the top of the list.
He had that.
Do you know
dude,
why?
they didn't need no CGI for that.
It's
For
because
real.
Eric Foreman in Spider-Man 3, him and Eric Foreman can spit roast me any day of the week.
Good lord! I like how it's Topher Grace. It's Eric Foreman, not Venom.
It's not as Venom.
Look at Topher Grace in the movie. Tell me that's just
He
not
is.
Eric Foreman.
He is just doing Eric. Every performance
It's
he
Eric
does
Foreman, but like on Goop.
on Goop. Oh God, dude, I forgot.
Can't
the
talk
Goop-
about Spider-Man these days without bringing every facet of Iron Man up. I get it and I respect it. Good for you.
Good
yeah.
lord.
Fuck Gwyneth Paltrow.
Well, hold on. Before I do that, I want to Eric. Did you know that Dove Cameron was on Agents of Shield? I just wanted to get your live reaction to that. I just remembered that.
I have never seen that face on you before.
This man's about to
Next
get caught
week,
up with
we
the
will
MCU.
be watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and that is what we are going to do. We are going to be a This Is Us podcast, except
No.
it's for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No,
She doesn't.
won't-
She doesn't
oh,
show up
God.
until like one of the later
Shut
seasons.
up, Ralph. You've already convinced me. You don't need to say more.
I can only
You
get so
already
erect.
made him watch Uncle Drew, all right? You've done enough to Eric on this show, live or otherwise.
God fucking damn it. 3 bings, 10 bongs. Fucking keep it moving.
Sorry.
All right.
If you're talking about Dove Cameron on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., whatever, man.
Bings and bongs.
No, that's
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 always
his
his rating system. You can do whatever you
You
want.
can.
Do you not
whatever
watch
you
this show?
I never get to the end. So
The most honest guest. The most honest guest.
I have
I appreciate
I
it.
have attention problems. For this movie, I'll give it one Gwen Stacy's dad's cake out of a whole 10 of them.
one cake cheek.
One cake cheek, one cake slice out of that full cake that is Gwen Stacy's. I don't even know the actor's name, but the Gwen Stacy's dad. Yeah.
Dennis Leary, I think, right? Because he was on what was that show? Like Chicago Fire or something. What was that?
That is a show.
I don't know.
Yeah. So one slice.
okay.
One
I think
slice
his- I
of
think his
Dennis
name's
Leary's
Dennis
ass. Yeah. One slice.
Hey, yo, somebody bring back Gary Sinise.
I don't know what that means.
Lieutenant Dan. Never mind.
Come on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just don't know actors' names. Sorry.
Tanner.
Yeah, I'll also give it like a 2 out of 10. That's
Okay,
I got
you guys
nothing.
can't give it lower ratings than I did. Come on.
I gave it a slice of his cake. I didn't say how big the
Yeah,
slice
that's
was.
fair.
I
That's
didn't
fair.
say how big it was.
It's a big cake.
It's a big cake, and I like a big slice.
It's a big cake.
Yeah.
I'll
Cake's
give it.
half.
Oh, bro, he just took one cheek. That was his slice.
I kind of make
Okay.
a cheek sound with my like just. Go ahead.
I'll give
right.
it 1 out of 5.
Yes. Oh God, that's me going to town on his cake.
All
Sorry.
right, next.
Good lord. All right. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 4.5 electric eels out of 10 OSHA violations.
Okay.
Because
We respect that.
yeah, because like
Shout outs to OSHA.
yeah, shout outs to OSHA. You know
The
the
real
one
hero of that
organ we
movie.
don't want to fuck with.
the hero that would have prevented the whole movie
Yes,
from happening.
Exactly. Yeah. And would have protected that cake.
I don't
Sorry,
know, man.
I'm sorry.
There's a lot of liability insurance. Like that was definitely an employee training. Jamie Foxx
Yeah,
fucked
that's
up.
true.
OSHA and the turtleneck would have really like
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Would have
balanced both
saved him,
points.
yeah.
But I
Gwen.
give it 2.5 out of 5 daddy issues.
That's a good
That is
rating.
the highest rating, but okay.
And also
But
the
it
highest
is also
daddy
like
shit.
Yeah.
the most accurate.
Yeah, I respect it.
What are we watching next week?
Next week, we will be watching Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. Sorry, Ray.
Can I come back for that one?
We'll see. We'll see.
I don't have to be in it. I'll just be in the corner. Like I can just watch. You know.
You're gonna
We'll
be in
just
the
have-
corner like I did during this movie.
Exactly. But I won't be pissing. You know what I'm saying? You get to think about what I'm
Alright.
doing.
Yeah, I do.
Bye.